What we eating tonight? I got beef nachos with 2 motherfucking peppers on the side, baby. Yeah, baby, look at that, y'all. Y'all see that, man? Man, everything messing up today, man. I said $12.99. He said, I said, I wouldn't afford it, man. He said, oh, my bag, I'm sorry. You get some of my thunder, baby. Oh, shit. I got that turkey chicken, 2 motherfucking peppers on the side, baby. Yeah. Today was the 8 piece for $8.99. I would have got 3 8 piece, 2 10 piece. So they know me. Oh, you ain't getting $8.99? They ain't saying shit to me today, man. I paid $30 for 20 pieces of motherfucking chicken. So subscribe, baby, subscribe. Like, share, comment, and all that bullshit.
Alright, so I think I found something else that got my tism. I'm just been sitting here for like 8 minutes watching this dude just complain about eating ribs. Big ups to Almighty Tevin for introducing me to another cool style individual. Tony Yo Man. Great Joe. He's just sitting here eating food, just bickering with his wife off camera. I've been watching this dude eat ribs for 8 minutes just complaining about how hot it was. I'm not gonna have this video be too long. I just want to give like a little snippet. So if you see me just watch random videos of his on stream, yeah, at least know why. But big up to Tony O, man. Way better and way more successful than Scott Cheetos. And look, this isn't a Scott video. Whoa, no way.
Georgia food be so damn hot. I'm talking about heat hot.
I was in the middle of it, so forgive me.
I ain't talking about spicy hot, I'm talking about heat. Motherfucking heat hot.
Heat hot.
And shit, man.
The dude just been sitting here just stuffing his face, but these some big ass fucking ribs we're eating. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Just to show you the cool intro. This is gonna be how I want Dave to do his intros for DSP Tries It. That's gonna get me hooked. I ain't gonna give him money, but it's gonna get me hooked.
Damn, boy.
At least he wasn't struggling to hold the plate like Dave. Look at that big ass piece of ribs we got. Just munching. And I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this dude to say, alright, so is he gonna talk about his day or is he gonna say anything? The title is Barbecue Ribs and Baked Potatoes. This is one of the reasons why I carry my gun everywhere I go. We haven't gotten to why he carries his gun everywhere. I'm still confused. I'm still waiting to know why he did that. He's currently fighting for his life with these ribs, so maybe that's the reason why.
I remember when I was
Oh, we getting the story?
16 years old, man.
It took us 8 minutes to get to this point. I thought we was gonna get to it. We had to just like survive the ribs.
I'm telling the story, man.
Yeah, I've been waiting on it.
You know, I was still in high school. Like I told you before, I was doing the Job Corps program. We go to school half a day or the whole day or whatever.
Yeah, we weren't that fancy.
And then we worked the rest of the,
I want to see how this dude was back in the day.
It was out here in East Dallas. It was over here. This program, it don't even exist no more. They went out of business or they relocated them or some shit. So this program ain't even there no more. I don't know what's there now. Probably some motherfucking Fiesta or some shit. I don't know.
Fiesta? Some motherfucking Fiesta. Yeah, probably some stupid shit over there now. Not like back in the day.
But back then, this was back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s. 90s was crazy.
It was over there off on Rouse Avenue, Fitzhugh, and Gaston. That was the hood.
The hood? Oh, shit.
Of the gay people, man.
The gay people?
Shit, man. You know what I mean? The LGBT community, man.
I was combining my love of fleece with this story, too.
All the po LGBT motherfuckers.
The po gay people on that side of town. What they be doing?
And back then, I had a gun. But I never, I tell you, I take my gun everywhere I go. I do now. But back then, I really didn't.
Oh, God. What happened there?
And this is the reason why I still taking my gun everywhere I go. Because he back
just let you know, you can't pull up on this dude, he'll bust your motherfucking ass. Got that thing on him.
I used to catch the city bus, dark, right? And one night, my hair, even back then, my hair was always, it was all My hair, it was a little bit longer back then.
Oh shit, we were
It
heartthrob
was
back
still
then.
slick. It was still slick back.
Still hanging on to
You know.
that. Hey, still look good.
And working in that neighborhood, that community, man.
Was
you
he
know,
trying to
they
get hit
wasn't-
on?
Shit. They get the wrong idea about me.
Oh, he had to pull a gun on him because he was getting flirted up.
So one night I got off.
Wait a minute, this is like the hood gay people. So is this like the booty warriors? Oh no, maybe we might be getting some booty warriors that got out of jail.
I did some overtime, right?
All right.
The man gets me, hey man, ain't nothing, man, you want to stay a little later, Tony? I said, yeah, I stay later. I don't give a shit, nigga. I ain't doing nothing else,
Yeah,
right?
I ain't doing nothing else.
I
Might as well
still
stay
late.
late.
As long as I
All right, these ribs killing us. Uh-oh.
Boy.
You good?
Oh.
Get some Blue
As long
Thunder
as-
or whatever you drinking.
Oh, hold on, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
there you go. Get some more Blue Thunder in you.
As long as I don't miss my last bus to take my ass home, I don't care.
As long as we good.
So
As long as you're on that bus, we good.
I
We can
stayed
stay out
a
as long
couple
as we
hours
can.
later. And I ain't never caught the bus that late before.
Uh-oh.
It was a whole different crowd that night.
Oh,
right?
shit. This is when he ran into
Ooh,
the hood
shit.
gays.
And I ain't know. It was a gang over there.
A gang of
It was a
gays.
gay gang.
A gay gang. We got the gay gang. These are the booty warriors.
It was a gay gang, yeah.
These are the freaks.
They were gay, but they was a gang. And I ain't know that shit,
I
right?
didn't know.
It was a transsexual gang.
Oh, God.
They were guys, but they dressed up like women, right? Well,
He
that's
knew
all-
he was on the wrong side of town,
not
man.
transsexual, but transvestites. Cause they didn't have to change. They didn't have to sex change.
We had to be PC. All right, don't get canceled.
Yeah, so
You got like
transsexual
58,000
women had to sex
subs.
change.
You're still
Transvestite, they
climbing.
just when they dressed up, like, some shit like that, right?
All right, whatever. Cut the
And so I
semantics.
got on the bus one night,
All right.
and I was at the front of the bus. At the back of the bus, in the middle of the bus, there was a whole lot of them motherfuckers that night, right?
There was a pack of niggas. A pack of gay
And I was
niggas.
tired, man.
We didn't want to deal with this bullshit.
Cause back then, I was a bag, damn.
Dropping the fork. We
I
traumatized
was a bag
still.
groceries, right? And right across the street from the Kroger's, it was a liquor store. So on my break, I used to go to the liquor store
On the break?
and get like a little bottles of liquor, right?
On the break? Sorry, that's 15 minutes. We drinking like that?
So I be bagging groceries. I be back in the parking lot.
We be soft
back
up when
and
we
shit.
go back to work.
I be there drinking. Ooh, again.
Getting lit.
Cause back then they didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't no ID. They didn't care about no
It's
ID.
the end of the
back then.
shift anyway. Everybody came
They
in
knew me.
drunk.
'Cause they didn't give a shit.
Yeah, they didn't care. They're like, yo, that's Tony, yo. Give him that fifth
So
of
they sold to
vodka.
me, right? They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I knew them and they knew me at the liquor store.
All
So it
right,
was all good, right?
get back to the gay gang.
So that night, I got off work. I'm kind of drunk.
we,
I get on the bus, man.
we walking like Scott. We fucked up by the time we go home.
It was a whole bunch of different looking people on the bus that night, right?
Maybe we were drunk.
They were
Maybe
guys,
that's why
but
we
they were
thought
all
this was a
wearing dresses
gang.
And they was all made up. They was all pretty looking, right?
Did we hit on one?
And I said, shit, what the fuck going on tonight, man? So I sit there right there by the bus drive. I sit in front of the bus. And this one dude kept looking at me. Well, dude, Gary, what do you want to call it, right? Just kept looking at me. And I kept looking at him.
Looking for booty support.
Whatever. And I turned my head. I was talking to the bus driver. And
We
the bus
tried to
driver,
ignore
he
him.
didn't really want to talk to me. And I kept looking at
Just
him.
drink that
and-
other
and
bottle
that
of
guy kept
liquor.
looking at me. So I said something. You know, back then, I was.
Oh, we were the red-blooded man right then. We just had to charge him. Like, yo, what the fuck you looking at? Probably said an F slur.
I said, say, man, why you keep looking at me, man?
Why you keep looking at me?
And he said, I cut your ass up. I said, what? You gonna cut me up? He said, yeah, I cut your ass up.
Cut your
And
ass
all
up.
his buddies was behind him and shit, man. And in his hand, he pulled out a box cutter.
Oh, shit.
He said, I cut your ass up. He said, I want you to get off this bus right now. Nigga, I ain't getting off this bus because you got a box cutter. Man.
Yeah,
Shit.
look at him. This big man, he
I said,
ain't afraid of no
I
box
can whoop
cutter.
your ass.
Got
And
him.
that bus driver looked at me. He said, if I were
He
you,
said, brother. That's the gay gang. You don't want to fuck with them.
I get off the bus.
The bus driver saved his life that day. He had to thank him.
I said, no, I'm not getting off the motherfucking bus. I said, fuck that motherfucker.
Fuck that motherfucker.
And the dude said,
You don't know who that is?
I was so bad about it. He was mad at me for some old bullshit. And he kept looking. I said, why you keep looking at me, man? He said, don't nobody get on my bus
Oh shit, they already
with
claimed
their hair
it.
looking better than mine.
This is like the prince of fucking gang leaders.
That's what he said to me, man. And that bus driver said, I want you to get off the bus, man. Like,
His hair was too nice. He got shook off the bus. Crazy. Nah, I had to see him back in the day.
I'm causing trouble.
Probably
I'm
like
the one
Michael
causing
Jackson.
trouble. The bus driver kicked me off the bus. He said, I'm doing you a favor, man.
I'm doing you a favor. I'm saving your
That's
life.
right.
You're gonna remember me, Tony.
I got off the bus.
When you make it on YouTube, don't forget me.
And that night, I made sure. I said, man, from now on, I'm going to carry my gun everywhere I go. I ain't going to never leave home without my gun, man.
Yeah, you never know when we run
Even
into
at
them
work.
again. Even at
And that's
work.
when I still carry my
Imagine this dude just fucked up. Fucked up on 5 bottles of booze with a gun on his hip. He'd be pulling that on everyone.
gun everywhere I go, man. Because no back in Kroger.
We afraid.
had the apron,
We're
right?
afraid of running
It was
into him.
all down you. And so I kept my gun at work. I was at work bagging groceries. I had a gun on me, right?
Bagging groceries with the gun on him is wild.
And so I caught that bus every night.
Every night,
Never saw this dude again.
waiting for him. He was waiting for the second run back. He couldn't get his receipt back. This is like fleece. He couldn't get his get back. He just got punked.
2 weeks passed. You know, I still see the bus driver.
Oh,
The
did we
bus
get our
driver,
get
he
back?
used to talk to me and said, man, I did you a favor that night, man. And I said, yeah, I got something for his ass if I see his ass again. So I told the bus driver, you see back then it was different. The bus driver knew I
It was like Billy the Kid or something, dude. We just showed the gun. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna challenge him to a duel. Pistols at dawn. You wanna see what gun I got? This dude probably had a 6-shooter.
had the gun.
Probably felt like a cowboy.
So I showed the bus driver. It was
Yeah, the
different
hair
back
and
then.
everything.
You know, it was a different vibe back then.
Different
It ain't
vibe.
like
It's
it
the
is
Wild
now.
West. This wasn't soft.
Shit.
It was a real Wild West. You could shut a bus driver
And
your
so
gun.
2 weeks passed.
You can get liquor on your break. Come back.
I got on the bus, and there he was,
Oh shit, we found
looking
him.
at me again. But that night, I had my gun with me that night.
Oh shit, we were prepared this time.
And I looked at him.
All right,
I stared his ass down. I said, you still want to cut me up, man?
we ready
He
for.
said, no, we cool. For some reason, that dude, he knew I had a gun. And I think the bus driver told him I had a gun. And I didn't give a shit back then.
Oh, the bus driver was a snitch? Yeah, you should have known. That's their bus. So the bus driver's gonna be working for them.
I ain't give a damn. Nigga, I would have popped that bus. Nigga, I was gonna pop on the bus.
Who's gonna pop
I
the
didn't give a
bus?
damn, man.
We were the
Somebody
crash
gonna
out.
cut me up.
We were the first crash out. The crash out originator. Shooting at a bus driver.
So yeah. So ever since then, I carry my gun everywhere I go, man. Shit.
Do we still carry
That's the
everywhere we
reason why I
go?
carry
Are
my
we
gun
waiting for
everywhere
him
I
to
go,
this day
man.
too?
Cause I don't want to never ever get caught slipping again, man.
Nah. That fucked him up. That traumatized him.
But I thank God I didn't have that gun that night.
Yeah, it's
If I
probably-
would have had that gun
it's
that
probably
night,
for the
he said he
best.
gonna cut me up.
Yeah, it was probably for the
I'd probably
best.
still be in prison today. And you would never know my ass.
There we go.
You would be sitting right there on your phone.
You're on your phone. Not paying attention to this dude while he yapping. That's like a call out to her. Why you on your phone? I'm telling you this dramatic story.
Looking at me,
Looking at me.
rolling your eyes.
Telling me why am I
While I'm
telling you
telling the
this story
story.
again. You tell
So God did you a favor.
God did
Keep
you
my
a
ass out
favor.
of trouble, man.
God helped you. You wouldn't have seen this man as you seen him before you. I would have been in jail locked down. Better thank God I didn't have that gun. It's like the butterfly effect. There would have been 2 different paths. One path if he had the gun, the other path he didn't. This is the path where he didn't have the gun. He would have ended up like Fleece. Having the lights.
Shit, boy. Woo, look at that, boy.
Oh, we back. Alright, we just moving on. Alright, he don't even care no more. Alright, I'm just gonna see this part.
Man, little boy.
Drink some more Blue Thunder.
Ooh, shit, boy. That's some good shit, boy.
Alright, I think that's it for. I'm gonna be watching more of these every now and again, just to see what kind of ridiculous stories he got cooking up. But thanks for this mini derail of another interesting person. See you later. Oh, and Scott, you get no peace. Shadows get no peace.